Hello everyone! In the last video I just tried the first time Ruby on AWS Lambda, which they announced just a few days ago. Besides this news, AWS also announced tons of others. Among them, support of Lambda as a backend for the ALB, application load balancer. Potentially it means that now you can have just a usual application operated purely by Lambda functions and ALB in front serving this content from these Lambda functions. Or you can have your classical container or EC2 machine based backend, and just some roads can go through the ALB to Lambda functions. So the ALB will be serving both the EC2 machine's responses and Lambda functions. The distinction will be made just based on the URL. And now let's see how it works and how to set it up. Switching to my console. Okay, I'm in my AWS console. Let's go to the EC2, because there we have all the settings for load balancers. Yep, here it is. And let's create a new load balancer, which will be an application load balancer. You see we still have here classic load balancer, network, and we need this one. As usual, just use some name. Let it be Lambda baked backend load balancer for me. And it should be internet facing I want it to be. View4 is enough. Okay. And let's select some availability zone. All right. Okay, yeah, at least two. This is fine for us now. Let's just skip it. Okay, I'll create a new security group, I think. That's just usually a better approach. And let's allow all the incoming HTTP traffic from everywhere to port 80. Yep. Yeah. And change the name. Yeah, just HTTP accessible. That's fine. Now next. Target group will create a new one, and we see, yeah, there's Lambda function, target type. Cool. So the only setting we need, the only param we need is name. Yeah, Lambda baked target group. You register target, and I'll create a new function later. Okay, everything looks fine. Cool, it's created. It will take, I think, some time. To be provisioned, yeah, I see it says provisioning. In the meantime, let's go to Lambda functions, to Lambda dashboard, and create a new function. Again, I'll use Ruby. It will be again something very basic, ALB hello world. And probably use some existing role. No, let's create a new one. Let's create a new, let's be the same, doesn't matter. Just, it costs us nothing. Let it be separate role. With the same template as usual, just a basic Lambda attach. Takes some rather short time to create. And now let's go to designer first. Now let's try to attach this Lambda function to the load balancer. I think it may be somewhere in load balancers options. Okay, let's first try to open it. Cool, it says service unavailable. So because currently ALB is spinned up, however, there is no backend. Let's find how to attach Lambda function to it. Doesn't look right. No, that's definitely wrong thing. Probably in the target group. Let's go to the target group. Okay. Looks good. Okay, yeah, register target. Here we should... Okay. It suggests only instances. Yeah, that's a bit weird. I would expect lambdas also to be here. Yeah, that's something strange. Something's wrong. They just released this functionality, so it's pretty expected to have some flaws in behavior. Probably we can attach it from here. Yeah, because we can attach triggers to the Lambda function. And okay, yeah, I see, application load balancer. Cool. Configuration required. What else? Okay. Yeah. Application load balancer. Listener and path. I think if you want to use just the root path, we should also specify root path here. I think if you want to distinguish between different URLs, you will use this path param. Okay, saving. And now I expect it to be already here. Nope, still 503. Yep, I'll go and check logs. No logs for this Lambda function. Probably it is not called at all. Ah, okay. It just took some time. Yep, here it is now. There is an error just because we are not forming a proper response. I think that's the reason. And let's now create a new handler class. The same with the one method call, which will accept two attributes, event and context. And for now, the only thing I want to return is just the OK status and the basic content type. And I hope that this hash format will work. Yeah, and this attribute is also important. This key is also important. Is base64 encoded false. I was to try to decode it. Let's check. Does it work? Nope. Nope. Probably I forgot to change handler. Yep. Handler call and saving, checking again. Okay, kind of worked. Yeah, I wrote the content type in the wrong way. Because the headers are passed just as is, they are not modified, the keys are not modified. Okay, and now it's all fine. Cool. Now I want to add some body to actually see that it can be loaded. because if it can't, it means that you can just use your static website served purely by Lambda function. Okay, we'll be using here doc syntax for Ruby. Kind of HTML, like sort of HTML body. No header is needed. Let it be just a body part here. And something really comprehensive, like header. Almost good. What I forgot? Oh yeah, there is nothing. Okay, I just forgot to to add this key. Yeah, definitely body. Fine, and now I expect it should work. Yep, wonderful. And now I want to take a look how does Lambda function work if you have multiple Ruby files. I think it should work the same flawlessly as for Node.js or for Go. I will create a new file. Let it be render. Okay, the same, just let it be call, probably. Render call. No, render HTML. And this method, this class, will just return us this body. Yeah, so it will be forming the complete rendered response. I think render actually a better name. Yeah, render new HTML. Yeah, that sounds good. And here we will pass our h1 string. Hello world. I was forgetting, should it be a comma or not? And it's render. Okay, looks neat. Let's not try to use it. Nope. What I forgot? Oh yes, obvious. Yeah, I forgot to require this file. I like it. So you see that okay, I like it. So you see, by default it loads just the like the main file, the main handler, and then you manage everything by your own. That's pretty cool. Okay, this is the application. I really like it. And further, I want to try to run some reg application. Let's see how it will work, because if it will work properly, it means that you can basically just use Lambda functions with Ruby instead of your small Ruby on Rails or Sinatra or something microservices. Yeah, at least it starts wonderful. Let's keep in touch. Subscribe to this channel or to my Twitter, where I'll be publishing new findings, new videos, or just some impressions about this process. So stay tuned and have a great time.